Hello, good day. My name is Patricia Sholari. I used to be Patricia Lawson in St. Louis. I am of the 1964 to 68 set. I was the head girl in the year 1968, right? Um, a bit about myself. Uh, First of all, before I even say anything about myself, I want to tell you that very high on my wish list is to be able to visit Sister Principal and say thank you. Sister Principal is Sister Deep Naduri, and say a big thank you to her because she had a big impact in my life. But for her, maybe I wouldn't have been passing my exams because my writing was horrible. And during the revision for our examinations, she got me to the library to write all my notes, that way practicing my writing, because she said if I didn't improve my writing, I may not have passed. And I passed very well. I thank God for that, and I thank Sister Principal for that. About me, leaving St. Louis, of course, I went to St. Teresa's and to do HSC, which I didn't make, did prelim, and at that time, without HSC, it is difficult for you to get into the university. So, in St. Louis, we didn't read so much. But when we got to St. Teresa's, I couldn't read very much like the St. Teresa's girls. So I initially didn't pass my HSC. Sister Principal stepped in again and told me that, Patricia, you can't just depend on your brain only. You have to study and read. And for the first time in my life, I actually sat down and I studied. And I am a biochemist today. About myself, I worked for the Standards Organization of Nigeria for 27 years. In the Standards Organization of Nigeria, what we do is we formulate standards and we enforce those standards. So for my 27 years, I worked in various departments. That is standard formulation, quality assurance, factory inspection, standards enforcement. And as I left the standards organization about 20 years ago when I retired into my own business, quality management system. Today, I have my own consultancy outfit, which is called Patrice Top Trial. Still about me, I have 3 children and 7 grandchildren. I'm quite old, right? I even have 2 pairs of twins amongst my grandchildren. Transition from primary school to the secondary school. My primary school was Our Lady of Apostles, Yaba, and going to St. Louis, it wasn't very difficult for me because my mother stepped in, and I think I did an exam or something, but I got into St. Louis. It was quite smooth. Okay. Yes, at that time in St. Louis, 1964 to 68, most of us were boarders. Very few were day students. How many were we in the school? We are not more than 100 people and students in the school. So most of us were boarders, and we had a good time in the boarding house. Our school was quite new, beautiful bathrooms, beautiful refectory. We had 3 course meals, well, at least for lunch and dinner. We had 3 course meals like the soup, the main course, and the dessert. Okay. My fondest memory of being in St. Louis, you won't believe it. It's the prayer session. I didn't like praying really, but Sister Principal made us pray the rosary. She taught us how to pray the rosary. And how did she do that? When we're praying the rosary, when we're saying the rosary, I will rush the rosary. On the last decade, she would come into the chapel and say, no, you haven't prayed the rosary. You have to pray the rosary as if you mean every word of it. I didn't use that for many years until I became older and I needed to know how to pray. Today, I pray my rosary, not just say or recite my rosary. So that's a very fond memory of St. Louis that I have. The tradition of St. Louis that has followed me up to today is that we were well taken care of in St. Louis. We didn't have rough seniors. And when we became seniors too, we took care of our younger ones very well. And okay, one tradition that I love very much was the end of the year um, drama that we normally used to have. It was a very beautiful time, and you know, every year we had that, and parents came, and we enjoyed ourselves. So that was a good tradition. Every year it happens. Two teachers, you won't believe that because we were very few, we didn't have too many teachers. But I can mention Sister Principal, which is Sister Dipnaburi, a Sister Patrizio, and Sister Brendan. Sister Patrizio was in charge of teaching mathematics. Sister Brendan was history and music. Those are the teachers that really had impact on me, especially Sister Patrizio, because she taught mathematics so very well that you easily understood it. My assistant head girl, well, I don't remember who exactly was the assistant head girl, but we had some prefects. The late Juliana Laja, Dr. Laja, was the labor prefect, and we had one or two other prefects, but those were the people I remember very well. All right. A word for the St. Louis sisters, right? Maybe because our school was very new, and they were the people, the Reverend sisters were the people that had contact with us. We can't but thank them enough, because they took us like sisters, like children. And I can say something. Even washing the toilet, they taught us by themselves how to wash the toilets, how to clean the bathrooms, and all that. We can't thank them enough. We can't thank them enough for all the teachings they have imparted on us. What shall I say again? Uh, sing a song, a St. song. Okay, I have a very hoarse voice, but let me try. Um, we normally sing this song at the end of the Christmas drama that we did every year. It goes like this. Now at last our Katanta has ended, and we trust there is no one offended. You have all done our best to delight you, and we hope we have not tried in vain. We have all done our best to delight you, and we hope we have not tried in vain. Jolly good friends. I had a number of friends, but the ones that were still close, one of my friends was Augusta Ige, now Augusta Griffin. Yes, there was a Biodun Ladipo, who is now Biodun Odutalayo. We were close for some time, but I think we've lost touch now. We must get together and continue our friendship, maybe. Right. In hindsight, what character um, has what character gave me the edge to be head girl? Maybe because I had a very strong, commanding voice. So whenever I gave instructions, people, the students usually obey. So maybe that was what gave me the edge over others being the head girl. But I had assistants. All the other prefects were very supportive of the role of the head girl. So I really did not do it alone. Extracurricular activities that I liked was mainly the drama, and that comes at the end of the year, which I loved very much. Um, what can I say again? Well, I can only say something about you girls of Luway and what you have been doing. I want to thank you very much, especially the island chapter. You've been very active, you've been very visible, and you've been drawing a lot of us into being active. I know the Lagos chapter and the Ibadan chapter too are very active. We the older ones may not have been very active, but maybe this is the beginning of new things to come. We might just get together and be more involved. I want to thank you very much for what you're doing. The girls that are currently in St. Louis, that are currently passing through St. Louis, maybe they didn't have what we have, but we just want to encourage them that they are to do their best, work hard, and lift their heads. We have a lot of us and we graduates in position of power all over. I understand that the provost of College of Medicine in the University of Ibadan is a St. Louis girl. So the sky is the limit. The sky isn't even the limit for us. I want to thank you again for all the things you're doing. Thank you very much.